Hello, welcome to my channel Beyond the Sewing Room. I'm Diane. Thank you for joining me today. So what I'm going to be making in this video is the named clothing Kielo wrap dress. Now I have made this before, but I made it as a sample. I loved it. I didn't get to keep that one. And I did buy myself some fabric at the time, but I've been so busy doing other things that I popped it away. Just realised I haven't made this dress again for myself. I've been really busy this week doing lots of sewing for work and thought this weekend I'm going to do this for me. So this is what I'm making, and you can make it as a jumpsuit, and it's a long dress, but I'm going to make it a little bit shorter this time because I do like my dresses sort of at mid-calf or above the knee really. Don't really wear many maxi ones. I've got a couple, but they're not something that I reach for very often, and I'm always conscious that I'm going to trip over them going up steps. That's just me, maybe being a bit clumsy, but I'm just going to do it a little bit shorter, so maybe not right down here, just a little bit shorter than it is in the diagram. I think also at some point I'm going to make the jumpsuit as well because I really like the look of that, and I do like anything in a stretch fabric. So this is what I bought, and I bought it a little while ago, so you may have seen it before if you watched my other channel. I've moved here now, so you may know that if you follow me already. This is the fabric that I bought, and I really love the colours and the floral print on this. So it does need to be stretch fabric for this if you're going to be making it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to crack on with that so that you get to see the finished item in this video. Now I'm not going to do it all today, so I'm going to do this over this evening and tomorrow because I've been rushing all week, so I want this to be a leisurely make this time. I'm not going to rush it. Something else that I would like to mention is that I had a comment from Sharon, so hello Sharon if you're watching, asking me what my local fabric shop was, and I didn't buy this from my local fabric shop, I bought that online, I bought that at Minerva. But my local fabric shop, which I do go to occasionally, I don't buy a lot from there because they don't stock a lot of dress fabrics. They do stock a few, but not a huge quantity, but the ones they've got are really lovely. But I do sometimes make clothing out of craft cottons, and I know lots of dressmakers say you should never do this, but if I see a print I really like, then I just buy it and I'll make whatever I want. So one fabric that I did buy, and I've had this a couple of years now, is this one that I'm wearing. This is from the Happy Hare in Chapeltown. So if you're local, you may know this shop. If not, they've got an online shop as well. So I will tag that in the description in case you do lots of quilting and things like that, because it's brilliant for quilting fabrics. And this fabric has actually got hairs on it, if you can see, and I do wear this quite a lot, and I made it a few years ago. It was a magazine pattern. It's got these big sleeves and it just comes above the knee, but what I did do is I added these tucks on the outside as a detail rather than a dart. It didn't have any shaping to it, and I like to have things have a bit of shaping to them, so I did a couple at the back as well. So it's just got a little bit of shaping to it now, and it just fastens with a button at the back of the neck, little vent, little keyhole. And this is craft cotton, and the colours have stayed really true. It washes really nice, and I just wear it loads each summer. So it's up to you. I mean, craft cottons are stiffer. They're not going to drape, so if you're making a drapey dress, it's not going to work. But if you need anything with a bit of body, you can still use them. They hold the shape really nice. So you can use them sometimes. You just have to have a look at what pattern you're using and figure out whether it's going to work for that. Like I say, anything with any drape, it won't work. So, as I said again, hello to Sharon. You did ask, and yes, it's Happy Hare, and I will link it in the description below, so you can visit it online if you don't want to go to it in person. So I'm going to get on with that dress now, and get on with cutting out. I did also cheat and buy a little bit less fabric. I like to do that sometimes. And if you're making something a bit shorter, if you're varying the sleeve length, you can do that. So I'm going to get on with the dress now, and you will see it at the end of the video. So I'm just going to show this because I'm making this one shorter. I've folded up the bottom of the pattern here. If I hold it up to me, you can see it still comes quite a way down my leg. Now I'm 5'4", so the other one was full maxi length on me. I don't need it that long this time, which is just as well because I didn't really buy enough fabric anyway to make it that length. crossed over at the back, tied at the front. I'll insert some better pictures of it as well. So a couple of things to mention. It's wide at the sides like this when it's unfastened. So because I bought a smaller amount of fabric, I cut this section here where it goes outwards slightly smaller because I wanted all my direction of print going the same way. Because on the pattern pieces you put one way up and one the other way up, but that's no good if your fabric has got a direction or print of any kind on it like this. So that's a way I cut down a little bit there, and as you can see it comes out so wide, it's fine if you do that. So I just folded the pattern piece in so that it wasn't quite as wide like this. I also, you can't see it when it's fastened, put a join in my ties here because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to fit the long ties on. So that's got a join in just there, from there to there, when I made the ties. So you pass it round like that, or you pass it round like this to get the folds coming at the front. So I suppose whichever way you tie it would affect the look of it. I fasten that back at the front again now. And then you've got your pleats here at the front, like this. I also did a really tiny hem on my sleeves. I managed to just fit these out of the side piece. I'll just check the measurements before I go any further of how much I bought. I think I bought 2 meters. Bought quite a lot less. And then I'll step back. As you can see, it comes below my knee, and even if you'd made it full length, you'd probably still find that you need to take a little bit off, depending on your size, because I'm only 5'4" and it is for like model sizes, sort of 5'8" or so on. So that's it finished. So I hope you enjoyed that. I do like making this dress. I think it's a really fun, easy, relaxing make. And it's also really easy for a beginner. I mean, it looks like it might be quite complicated, but it's really not. So let me know if you've made this dress or the jumpsuit. I would like to make the jumpsuit also, so maybe in future I'll get some fabric and do a sew along for the jumpsuit for you, because that's just made a little differently. This fabric is a little thicker than the last time I made it. So the last time I made it is slightly different texture of jersey, and that will affect how your dress hangs. So I will insert some more images, but mine does really show sort of the pattern. But mine does really show sort of the fold at the sides. So a really lightweight jersey would hang differently to a stiffer one, which would show off the folds more. So do bear that in mind when buying your fabric. So please let me know if this was helpful, if you've made this dress, what sort of fabric you used, if you've made the jumpsuit. I'd love to hear about that also. By now, hopefully I'll have taken some more photographs, so there'll be some more footage of it being worn here, because you can't always see so clearly here in the sewing room when I'm filming. So I will take some more images and insert them. So that's all from me for today, but I hope to be back soon. Please like and subscribe if this was for you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.